Hello, welcome to episode 3 of Genius Talks with me, Genius Bahar, your inspirational speaker, Reiki master teacher, and spiritual healer. So, what I do here in these episodes is talk about themes and topics for healing, for manifestation, for inspiration, and they often are pulled from my own life experiences or what's been going on within clients or students in my community. And when I tap into my higher self, she's like, yo, you got to share this with everyone. So today, this week, what I want to talk about is understanding how when we have physical pain, there is a root cause that starts from something energetic. It always starts from energetics. And then the next level of that is like the mental, emotional plane, and then it goes to the physical plane. So it helps. It's great to have tools that help calm our symptoms, but how we really heal ourselves, especially from chronic physical pain, is getting to the root trigger, the root cause. And so why is this coming up for me? Well, I get migraines and tension headaches, specifically around the beginning of my bleed, my moon cycle. So this is not something I've lived with forever. And it started back in 2020, the beginning of 2020. And, for a long time, I assumed it had to do with the IUD I had because I got that put in at the end of 2019. That's when these headaches started. And I do believe that still had part to do with it, but I got the IUD out back in February of this year, and I'm still getting these headaches, these migraines, so bad that yesterday, in a session where I was receiving Reiki, I actually was led to vomit. Which was not fun, but also was part of my healing, part of my releasing. So this is something to note too, like when we have pain, when we have illness, it sucks, it doesn't feel good, but it's actually a form of our body healing itself, of releasing, of bringing us back to homeostasis. Our body, its natural state is one of health, of healing. And so when we're releasing through vomiting, through going to the bathroom, through sweating, through cold, sickness, whatever, that is because there's something bad in our body that it's letting go. And being in the gratitude of that actually will help you with healing and, feeling better and getting to the root cause. So back to, I'm getting these migraines and had a really bad one yesterday. And I had the realization, okay, let's look at what else was going on for me at the beginning of 2020. Let's see what sparked this very heady physical pain, heady and stomach, right? Like it's very related, the gut and the brain. And for me, I look at how that was a time when my current partner, who is my twin flame, who I'm so happy with, we were currently living long distance. We did not have an expiration date with that. We didn't know if we were going to be on the same path. And we both had been tiptoeing around the conversation because we didn't want what we had to end. But at the same time, in holding on, we were not being true to what our needs were. And for me, when I dig deeper into that, it's because I have a pattern, a wound around feeling like, do I deserve love? And that goes from, and that comes from, if I regress even further into my past, understanding that my mom wasn't around. She lived across the country. I longed and yearned to live with her and be with her, but it just never could happen. And now here I was seeing someone who lived across the country and I longed and yearned for, but it felt like it was never going to happen, but I didn't want to let that dream die. So I had that going on individually. I was also doing a lot of deep spiritual work with a few different healers who were unpacking this for me, how I was holding myself back, my feelings of unworthiness, stopping myself from really allowing in true love. I also had decided at this time to leave my home of Los Angeles. I was like, I'm ready to move somewhere new. I'm going to move to Austin, Texas. And the thing with that is I was ready for that too. And then what happened globally? COVID. So on a collective scale, we also felt a big shock, a big traumatic event that was like, holy shit, everything that we thought we were going to do, everything that we thought was going to happen, it now has this huge wrench in the plan. And also people are dying, and like a lot of social injustice coming up, and just a lot was happening. And so we're feeling that. I'm feeling that. We're all feeling that individually and collectively. And all of this manifested and at the same time with my IUD, I'm blocking myself from having a regular cycle. So all of this has manifested up into heady pain for me. And the thing is, when you're on your bleed as a woman, that is when you are more open with sensitivity. It's a gift that we are releasing what no longer serves us from the last cycle. So that's why it can come up in uncomfortable ways. On top of that, the discomfort, which we'll save for another Genius Talk, has to do with our trauma, our collective and individual trauma as women. So, but with this line of story, basically, like, I start to realize, like, oh my God, so this happened 2 years ago. And even though right now, 2.5 years later, I'm living in Austin, loving it, with that amazing partner, we're together, there's still something living in my subconscious that's resisting letting go of the story of pain. And if you can relate to that, please, like, shout it out below. Let me know. It's healing to speak about it, to let it out. It's healing to write it, to say it, to share it. That's why I'm sharing it now. When we share, it heals us, and it also supports others in being like, ooh, I feel seen too. I can let myself be seen too. So I bring this today to you as something I'm still currently unpacking, because yesterday I was in such deep pain that even though this realization came through, I knew and was reminded by my teacher, you got to sit with just like, let yourself feel better, and then we can unpack, wow, here's the root cause, and we can work then on how to hopefully heal it so it doesn't happen again in the future. So part of my figuring that out, feeling that out, is sharing it with all of you, sharing my journey. And I will continue to share with you as it evolves. But what I do plan to do, and I would recommend any of you doing, if you have autoimmune or chronic things that come up, illnesses and pain, if you have those moments when you're feeling really like feeling okay, take some intentional time to sit. Have a conversation with yourself. Have a conversation with your inner child or younger self who felt that. So like this morning, I sat outside and was talking to me 2 years ago, like, hey, like, so what are you feeling? What's coming up for you? And if you need the support of a healer, like, hit me up, hit up your person to help walk you through it. I know I'm going to continue talking about it with my teacher. You can journal about it, meditate on it, let out the emotions, the crying, the anger in healthy forms. It's important, if we really want to heal ourselves, to get to the root, not just constantly heal the symptoms. And also just being soft with yourself. Like, I've been going through this now for 2.5 years, and I've gone through the feelings of like, this is so bad. Why do I have to live with this? Like, why is this happening to me? Like, this sucks, like, mad at my body, mad at the world, mad at God, mad at whoever. And now I'm more in a place of like, okay, what do you want to teach me? What is it? What is it, body? What are you resisting letting go of? Because I want to remind you that your natural state is one of peace and health and love. And I believe that so deeply. And I'm going to keep reminding you that until we get to the bottom of this and until we come back to feeling good. Because we all deserve that. We all deserve to feel at peace, but physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm feeling called now to guide us all to close our eyes. And just breathe deeply in through the nose. Out through the mouth like you're breathing out of a straw. In through the nose. Out through the mouth like you're breathing out a straw. Keep with this breath. This straw breath helps calm the nervous system. Helps our root chakra feel safe and secure. When you're feeling pain, any sort of pain, allow this breath to help you come into the present moment and focus deeply on the exhales. Focus on the exhales as a form of letting go of that pain, that discomfort, giving it to Mother Earth, knowing that she knows how to take it and transmute it into something else that the earth needs. And that your only job here is to just breathe and focus on breathing in that peace, that expansive space for healing, and breathing out any of the discomfort and the tension. Breathing in and out. In and out. Sending Reiki to all of you listening to also help you bring more calm into your bodies, your emotions, your mind, your soul. You may feel more calm, some tingling, hot or cold sensations. All of this just means that your energy channels are opening to receive Reiki, the pure energy that reminds each of our whole selves that we are also meant to feel pure and at peace. And now I want you to just send love to the part of you that's feeling uncomfortable, just saying, I love you. I love you. So for me, I love you, brain. I love you, head. Thank you for all that you do, all that you think of, all that you download and create, that you process, all the signals you send to the rest of my body. Thank you, thank you. And then gently place your own hands where you tend to feel the discomfort, the pain, and just feel your own love healing you. Stay here as long as you need, my friends. Come back to this whenever you need, whenever you're feeling that pain. And if you enjoyed this and want more of it, make sure to like, subscribe, follow along, share, so you can get more of this good, nourishing, healing content. I believe all of us have a genius inside of us, and I'm here to help you awaken it. Okay, I love you just the way you are.